Hello kids, good morning. Welcome back to the second week of online classes. What are we going to do this week? We're going to have some exercises about the grammar and the vocabulary that we learned the last week. So let's start right away. The first activity for Monday is about the first and second conditional. So let's see how to work with this lesson. Pay attention to the sentences in there. What do you read in the example that is resolved? The number 1. Read it carefully. Which of the options in bold fits with the conditional? Well, in one side of the clauses, in the if clause, we have simple past. We have the was. So what do we need in the other side? When we have past in the if clause, what is the correct option? Simple present, like here, or the modal wouldn't? The only one who matches the simple past is wouldn't. Now, which conditional has would at one side of the sentence and simple past on the other side? Only the second conditional. So once we work with this example, I'm sure that if you check your notes, you can do the rest. Second exercise for the Monday, it's about the same, but now you have to match the clauses. In this column, we have the if clause, and this column, we have the result clause. The result clause, if we are working with the first conditional, your options are will, won't. If we are working with the second conditional, your options are would, wouldn't. Check out the example. Check the grammar and check the context. With these two informations, we can see that the only half that matches the number 1 is E. To read, if you forget your homework, Mrs. Wang won't be happy. So let's see how do we get to this guess. First, we can see the tense in the if clause. Is not the past, is the present. So with that, I know that I'm working with the first conditional. If I'm working with the first conditional, what do we need in the result clause? I need will or won't. So I have 4 options with will or won't. Which one is the correct? Here is when I have to check the context. What am I talking about? I'm talking about forgetting the homework. So the only half that makes sense with that is that Mrs. Wang won't be happy with that. So just one is correct. Let's move on to the next activity. Next activity, you have to complete the conditionals, but you have to be very careful about what are you talking about. Something that is very likely to happen, first conditional. Something that is very difficult to happen, second conditional. Analyze the first sentence. In the first sentence, if I check the key expressions like no phone grandma and be upset, with this information I can see that that result is very likely to happen. So the conditional that I need is the first conditional. We need simple present but negative to start the conditional. So we start with if, I have the subject here, and then I have to form the simple present with the negative of this. My auxiliary for negatives in present is don't. So it reads, if I don't phone my grandma, how do we finish this sentence? At the other side, what do we need? I need will or won't. Well, in this case, the indication is affirmative. So the option is will. She will be upset. If I don't phone my grandma, she will be upset. Now you have to work with the rest 3 sentences. This is very easy to do. This is for Tuesday, April 28th, and it's about the vocabulary too. You have your notes, and you can see again the video where I explained the meaning of this new vocabulary and review, but in this case, now check the spelling. And after studying the spelling, close your notes and without seeing the notes, write the correct words. In the second activity, we have here 4 bunnies, and what you have to do is to use these words about the weather and to write them in order to from hot to cold, starting from the left to the right. So here we have the hotter expression, and right here you're going to write the colder expression. For the Wednesday. Now, for the Wednesday, we're working with the wish expressions. What do you need to know? I hope you have taken good notes. If you have good notes in your notebook, this activity will be very easy. Just try to remember that the expressions with wish, we use them when we want something and it's very difficult to get it. And that the other part of the sentences, it should be in the past. We have a second activity for this day. This time it's about writing about wishes. The first one is a wish for yourself. Look at the example. I wrote, I wish this pandemic, and I finished with the past. Finished today. What do you wish that is very difficult to get? Now, write a second example, one for a friend and one for the world. Thursday. Thursday is your day. It's a kid's day, so enjoy it, celebrate it. Try to remember which song we have been singing during the year and find them in YouTube and play some karaoke. If you want to send me some evidence of this, that would be nice, but it's not compulsory. It's optional. And Friday is Labor Day. You have one more day to send me your assignments during this day, but let's celebrate Labor Day by resting and have fun. So we finish for today. I hope these explanations would be useful for finishing your activities. No problem about that. If you have more questions besides that, I will be available for you. You can write me and I'll be happy to give you the answers.